Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Today is Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful day it is today. And welcome to the Tuesday Health and Wellness Show. You know, it's beautiful to speak of health and wellness because it's ours. It's here for us, so we can claim it. So I just want to welcome you all. It's so good to see you up this morning. No, not morning. Sorry, see you up this day at 8 o'clock in the day. And yeah, I'm learning how to watch what I say.
Yeah, that's always a challenge, that word morning, you know.
It is. But you know something, I want to share something with you all from the African Goddess Rising Oracle cards. Let's see what we have today. Today's card is called Nundi. She's our queen for today. Can you see it?
You spell that N-A-N-A?
N-U-N-D-E.
Oh, okay.
Nundi. Yeah. And her name means truth. So we're gonna talk a little bit about truth today. Let's see. Nundi is a goddess of truth, and she's from the country of Benin, which is, I'm gonna give you a few fun facts. It's a French-speaking country, Benin, and it is in West Africa. And I didn't know this, it was the birthplace of voodoo. It comes from Benin. Let's see, now she comes out of the temple of the griot, and her element is water. And that's very near and dear to my heart. Water, I love being around it. It's just something about it, which is nice to know that she's the goddess, you know, that her element is water. Let's see, Nundi, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Iwa Legba. That's the name of that deity, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nundi lived her truth. She took her own lover and became her own best friend. Okay, Nundi's guidance is, get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. So you can tell the truth, but can you hear it? Can you take what you dish out? So that's important. And the embodiment is, tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. I'm going to read that again. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. And the goddess declaration is, the truth is my friend. I'm going to say it again. The truth is my friend. And that's something, I want us to kind of think about right now. Because Nundi, she shared a lot with us today about truth telling and truth hearing, being able to hear the truth. Because we know it when we hear it. Sometimes we don't like it, but we know it, the truth, when we hear it. So does anyone have any comments?
Well,
about truth?
Yeah, I would just say that if we speak the truth, we don't have to remember what we said.
Right, exactly. That's
You know, just and just be, you know, accepting of the truth, because even if you don't like it, your freedom of what you don't like will come quicker if you're not holding on to something that is not true.
that's true.
That makes sense. You know, like going ahead and taking the castor oil and get healed versus taking something that's sweet or just, you know, it tastes good, but it doesn't do what it's
Do.
supposed to do. Right. Or what you
Oh,
need.
that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. You're right.
Give me a star right there, right there, right there.
Right. Right, exactly.
Well, Grand Rising,
Grand
I
Rising.
hearing the truth is the light. And as I got older, I said, the truth is the light.
Mhm.
I realized that light has a huge meaning. So when we tell the truth, more insight comes.
Mm.
You get more information than you had. And so it's a learning experience to have the courage to tell the truth.
Yes.
And I just say, be ready for something greater.
Oh,
You
I
won't,
love that. That's a good saying. Yes.
you won't necessarily know what the outcome will be, but if the truth is the light, that means it's something greater, something better, something good.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's interesting how sometimes telling the truth can be hard. You worrying about what somebody's gonna feel, how it's gonna affect somebody else, but you have to tell it, tell the truth. Sometimes it's difficult. I mean, I know it's been situations where I say, oh my goodness, I gotta tell the right thing here. So, but sometimes it has its consequences, and it can be good or bad, whatever. I don't like to call things good or bad, but sometimes, it has outcomes that, we have to stretch ourselves on that.
That's when being a grown ass woman come in.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I was just reading this and I was like, Nundy, she, because her husband, had a wandering eye, she took her own person for herself, and I was like, whoa, that was kind of deep. And but it's just something, when you make a kind of decision like that, your truth, what's good for you. And I mean, many people be like, oh, that's horrible, but that's her truth. She has to live it, and so sometimes we make decisions that other people do not agree with.
Mama Het,
Grand
Grand
Rising.
Rising, babe.
Um, I was with Brother Darnell Kendricks on, excuse me, on Sunday night, Monday morning, and he quoted that the truth is trouble, and it came from that quote came from a book that Toni Morrison wrote, "Burn This Book." And it said, fear of the unmonitored writing is justified because the truth is trouble. So I guess as people of color, us telling the truth could get us in trouble sometimes. Telling our truth. And that's just something, it really made me think, why would the truth be trouble? But it could be trouble for some people. And
Yeah.
people, like somebody else said, that you don't, the truth can hurt. It could be painful. So, wow.
Yeah, it's something to it.
Something.
It's something to it.
But it's also quiet. The truth doesn't have to be loud.
Oh,
You know,
so
people that,
true.
a lie is loud and boisterous, but the truth, and it only has to be said one time.
That's right. Yep. And
Yeah.
then it's gonna affect what it lands on, whatever, whoever, it's gonna fall where it may, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else have any thoughts?
Truth.
Knowing the truth truly does make us free. She
Yes,
said,
yes.
she said that somewhere in there. Was it Nandi who said it, or was it Tony who said it?
Probably Tony. I know she had a lot to
Oh, yeah, Toni Morrison. It was a Toni Morrison book, Burn This
No,
Book.
what we just
She
listened
quoted.
to. What we just listened to.
Oh, from Noonday? From Noonday,
No,
that
it was
the card.
it was something that Queen played for us. What's her name?
Oh, that
Tony.
Tony Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tony
yeah.
Jones, right.
Yeah, Tony Jones.
Yeah, Ebony put it in the chat. It's in the chat.
Oh,
I don't know if
good.
you saw
Okay,
it.
yeah, there you go. Work.
She put the link and her name. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
nice. Good.
I think that one of the things is that this first, let me get this out here, is that I'm on this 40-minute thing here, and it's challenging for me because I paid the bill. They charged me 2 times for it, and then they haven't upgraded it. And I checked it last night. I just turned it on Zoom and just let it run for over an hour, and it didn't interrupt or anything. So I said, okay, we cool for in the morning. And then now we're back to that. So
Oh, wow.
in a
Okay.
little- in about 7 minutes, we'll have to log back in, go out and log back in. So sorry for the inconvenience, but I don't know and it's hard. They make it very, 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 very challenging to get a person to take care of you.
Interesting.
On these
Yes.
platforms, they'll send you to the community and all that stuff. And I paid you, you took it twice and you haven't done your work. So that's what our ride is today, as it was yesterday. Anyway, I guess I should have said what I need to say first. Yeah, but you hear so many truths, even with the slavery thing. You
Yeah.
grow up and you was a slave, and we celebrate Martin Luther King Day. We celebrate in February when it's okay to be Black, and all that. Then you find out we didn't, and then some people are claiming that there's no ship, so we were here already, and then there's no ships. You can't find them anywhere.
Right.
But then you go to museums and there's where they have the ships and they have all the pictures of the ships and stuff like that. And so what is truth? Truth is,
Right.
I don't know, truth is it what's true to you, or what that thing that because I don't know if it's because I'm Aquarian or whatever, but that was one of the reasons I've never been interested in history, because it is his story, and another person will come and tell a different story, and then another problem will come after that, and they all have proof, and that's why I was like, history, that lesson. Now I see that in my growing up, I see where it's important. History is important. But even that, when you say, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. I'm an Aquarian, and so I think that I create where I'm going from where I am, and every moment I am creating that. So, but I admire those that study history, and then I can see the importance of it.
Yes.
Yet I am still a person like I had to be careful when I interview people for a job or something, because if you tell me where you going, what you are creating now, I will put more emphasis on that than what you did. I really
Okay,
will.
okay.
And so I have to have someone who is on the other side, who's going to check up on their history and their past behaviors and habits and so on and so forth. But I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on what you're telling me right now and what your goals are, and not so much on what you have to get over, because now I know too much about,
Right,
and I'm not
right.
coming fresh in this moment with you.
Right.
So I see the importance, and also like when a person, like when you see something, a documentary, I love it. Like I really loved when Mary J. Blige, when she told her own story versus somebody telling the story about her, because she's telling her own story. I know that that's truth from her.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's what I have to say about that. I believe in evolution, that people are always changing, and that I'm not the same that I was, the other day. Well,
Right. No, but you're right
but
though.
you
We
know what
do
I'm saying,
change. You
um,
change.
mhm. And so what I've learned in every day, you apply that, or you just discard that, that's not me. So, what the truth is, yeah. And like I said, when you speak your truth as you understand life, then you don't have to try to figure out what did I say yesterday or what did I say, because I'm dealing with lies. I didn't tell the truth
Right.
about it. And then if I have to fess up that I didn't understand something, and that's why I came to that conclusion, or that's why I did what I did, then that's a whole, you still in the realm of truth. Even if it was not, like you said, Deitra, that the good, what was that you said? The good, the bad. But the thing is, you can address it,
Right.
because it is the
The
truth
truth.
from
Right.
you. Right.
That's right.
Right.
Well,
And it's interesting because I just heard, well, I don't know how truth it is, but someone made the statement about some of our leaders who were killed in the 60s. Some of it is because they were linked with the government some kind of way. And it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't want to hear, that it didn't sound good, but it might be the truth, who knows? But just hearing truth about things that you had one vision about, you had one thought about, but it's another truth. It's a truth that you didn't know. Well, you know what? Oh, go ahead, Mama, Raziya.
well, I've heard Sheila in discussing just helped me to remember many times I've heard that the past, the present, and the future are one, and we have the present. The past is gone forever. The future is not. So we live in the present. And somewhere in there is an understanding, in terms of how we put the past in perspective, or how we put the so-called truth, historical